a day in my life where I was on tour. I was probably like 18 or 19 years old. And when you're flying around the world on tour, you're bringing merchandise with you, right? This might be a bit of an illegal thing to say, but it's true. You have to have separate licenses in every country in order to bring and sell something there. But so when you go through the customs, you're trained like before you go on tour. And this is for all touring artists as well. So I'm just saying like this isn't something that I was just taught or I just made up. Like every touring artist does this for the most part, unless I guess you're like Taylor Swift. You know, you get to the customs and they ask you, are you here for business or pleasure? And you say pleasure, because otherwise if you say business, you're going to be questioned for like 12 hours. And then they ask you, if they ask you about the merchandise that you're bringing, you say you're going to be giving it out. That you're going to be giving it away.
Not selling it.
Not selling it. And so they briefed our entire tour staff on this for our international tour. And we board this plane to London and we land. And I land in London. I will never fucking forget this. At like probably 10 a.m. And my show was that night. Like at like 10 or 11 p.m. or something like that. And we get there and we all get through customs. And I'm not going to say this guy's name, but I wish I fucking could, because I will never fucking, and he was just such a fucking idiot. Like, who hired him? He got fired after this. Not by me, by the touring company. And he'd already been briefed. And he gets up to customs and he's holding all these shirts that we're going to sell. And they go, and keep in mind, we all just went through, are you here for business or pleasure? Pleasure, 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 pleasure. We're clearly a group.
And he says,
are you here for business or pleasure? Business. What are you going to do with these shirts? They're merchandise. This is my touring artist. They take us all to the London airport jail. London airport jail. I don't know if anyone's ever been to the London airport jail. It is not a travel destination. It is like 30 cots, 30 green little cots in like a room. And they take your phones, they take all your stuff, and they sit you on these cots. It's freezing fucking cold. And it was like me, Ashley, Jordan, I don't even know who else was there. And we're laying on these cots, like just shivering. There's no food. There's one bathroom in the middle of the room. I kid you not, like from where you're sitting to like me. That's just like one little door, and like everyone has to use it. And keep in mind, all of the other people in this airport jail are there for like drug trafficking, or they're there for like doing something terrible on a plane, or they're there for doing something like so fucking awful. And I'm just like, I have a show tonight. I just sell my shirts. Like, I don't even know. Hadn't slept the whole flight. Like, flew sitting up, was just like, I'm going to take a nap today in my hotel room, and then I'm going to do my show, whatever. So I'm going to bawl on this airport cot for like 7 hours, just shivering, shaking back and forth. I remember at one point they brought me goldfish, and not even goldfish, British goldfish, which are awful.
They can't even fuck with, like, they can't make goldfish, right?
They don't feed you. And then, so they're bringing all of us one by one into these questioning rooms, interrogating the shit out of me for like 10.
I would have been fucked because I'm so bad at lying. I would have been like,
well, no, I wasn't even lying at that point. I was just like, listen, I have a show tonight and we're trying to sell these shirts. Like, can you take the shirts? Like, I'll just have no merch. Like, just let me make it to my show. Like, I need to get to my show.
Yeah.
And they're questioning all of us. They're questioning like Ashley. She obviously doesn't know shit about why she's fucking here. She's tagging along with me to London. Like, putting everyone in a room, whatever. We ended up getting the permit like expedited within those hours, and I got to my show as the doors open and had to do it like in my airport outfit, like disheveled and whatever. But it's like I have so many memories like that.
You had a story to tell.
That's fair. I did tell that story actually on stage that night, but I just have so many weird memories like that of
just
London.
Bad taste in your mouth for London.